Welcome to our Pillow Talk show. So today I will introduce myself first. My name is Sabrina, and here with us, my partner as well as my classmate is Hafizah.
Hi, I'm Hafizah.
Joining with us today. So we will talk about current issues, which is our topic is to what extent does working remotely, as in context of working from home, will having an impact towards an individual on mental health. So first we will talk about the definition and let's get into it. Let me explain the definition of working remotely as in context of working from home. So, as we all know, it is the practice of employees doing their own jobs from a location other their own central office operated by their employer. So, such an example that we can pick is including an employee's home, a co-working or other shared space, a private office, or even any place outside of their own traditional corporate office, or even their own campus.
Wow, it's such an interesting topic to discuss today.
So let's jump into why this trend rises.
Okay, now, why is remote work so popular? Remote work has become increasingly popular because it offers benefits for both employers and employees alike. It also gained a great deal of renewed attention as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced many organizations to quickly shift from a traditional face-to-face work environment to a fully remote workforce for health and safety reasons. The long-term popularity of remote working is tied to the upsides it can provide, including reduce or eliminate commuting times, recruiting and hiring advantages, and productivity improvements. Now, let's take a look on this statistic that we found on internet for working arrangements.
Based on the statistic we have shown on the videos right now, we could see that there are three types of full-time employees. The first one will be the fully on-site, the second one is hybrid, also the last one is fully working from home employees. And the first one, fully on-site employees, it takes up until 56.8%, and following by that is the hybrid employees, which is 30.3%, and lastly would be the fully working from home, and it takes up until 12.8%. Although there are three types of full-time employees, so we could see that on the first rank, which is the fully on-site working arrangements, it is the highest, and it takes up more than half of the percent. Although it is the highest, we could see that hybrid and also the fully work from home employees are increasing day by day, following by the years. Especially on the pandemic days, it is really increasing. From what I've been observed for 3 years back, when we are in our MCO, which is movement control order, these two type of working arrangements, which is hybrid and fully working from home, are especially increasing as we have to obey all the government rules during the MCO time. So let's now talk about the benefit of working remotely as in context of working from home on mental health as an individual. So I would say and I'm sure that everyone who's working, or even at the audience right now who's working, would love to work from home, and it is because they don't need to get out from their house or even their own comfort zone. And I would say that it is very convenient.
And it is comfortable too.
Yep. And let's talk about the flexibility and their own work-life balance. So I am sure that many people nowadays seek for work-life balance, and I know it is trending right now for work-life balance, but it is not always easy to achieve. It is because they have a lot of component that they have to achieve. It is important for them to work toward maintaining a healthy balance between their own personal and even their professional life. So there are a few of common reasons that we can look into, which is that they can lead to a poor work-life balance, including increasing responsibilities at work, working longer hours, increased responsibilities at home, or even having children. As a working mom, they may have a children, so they need to divide their tasks at home or even when they are working at office. So next, I will pass into my partner. They will talk about
reduce on work stress could also improve the employees or the worker mental health, because I know most employee think that working from the office could make it worse for them, because sometimes the office is so secluded that it makes them so stressed and all over it. I think that working from home can give them a lot of peace than at the office, because you know at your own house you can choose whether you want to work at your own bed or the living room or anywhere you think they think that they are comfortable to sit with and do their work.
Yes, I agree with that. So let's move on with the second content, which is challenges, drawbacks on working from home.
Next, we're going to talk about challenges and drawbacks of working from home. There is a potential for the employees are overworking and burnout. On weekend, they still have need to do their work given from the office. Especially working mom, they need to manage their kids, manage their husbands, cook for their family, and they still need to organize their house. So it is so exhausting for them to do this in a day. They don't have time for themselves to really relieve their stress. So let's take a look at this video we prepared, shall we?
I feel like I'm fighting so hard to just feel normal. And I don't know how to feel normal anymore. I don't know what my normal is. I feel like all day I'm masking. I'm being strong for the girls or for work, and I'm walking about this world pretending like I know what I'm doing, even on here, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally living day to day, and I know there are things that are just true. I love my husband and I love my kids and I love my life, but I'm tired. I am so tired. Sorry. But I think that all of those things can be true all at once, and this is just me just trying to be very open and raw and honest with you. This is not a cry for help. I will be fine by the time I get home. Okay, I'm just upset because I stepped on a scale and it was higher than I wanted it to be, so I'm spiraling. I am okay, but man, I just want the world, the universe to cut me some slack. Okay, I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, and I
A recent poll shows working mothers have been diagnosed with anxiety and/or depression 42% more than the general population, their co-workers without kids, and even working fathers. Tonight, some coping skills you can implement right now to help.
The pink-collar recession had more than 2 million women leaving the workforce during the pandemic to care for their kids. And while many have returned, there are lasting impacts. The Harris poll, commissioned by CVS Health 4 months ago, revealed 42% of working mothers have been diagnosed with anxiety or depression. 33% say their mental health declined in 2022. 40% don't feel their mental health will return to pre-pandemic days. And 72% don't feel supported at work.
working mothers are really facing a challenge.
Dr. Elizabeth Arleo is a professor of radiology at Cornell University, a working mom and author of the book First Eat Your Frog. It offers 8 lessons or pearls for professional working mothers. She says feelings of guilt remain for what children went through during the pandemic or didn't get to experience in terms of milestones. Moms in general still need time to heal. She has strategies that working mothers can implement right now.
It's best to take care of the most important thing you need to do as early as possible in the day or week or whatever time period you're considering.
This is twofold. First, it sets you up for success because no matter what happens, you're taking care of the most important thing. And secondly, it lessens the mental load. Dr. Arleo's next tip is to think of time not as 24 hours in a day, but as a week equaling 168 hours. That way, even if you work 50 hours a week, sleep 56 hours a week, you've still got plenty of time for other things.
I think that it really lessens the pressure, because whereas you can't have it all or do it all within 24 hours, the fact of the matter is that there is time there for your priorities, for yourself, your family, your friends, and your community.
A third tip, she says, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. A reminder that nothing's perfect. Set your criteria for what you're looking to accomplish, and once you've met it, move on to the next task.
So I'll be talking about the positive impact first, and the first would be they can improve their stress management. This is because when they are working remotely, of course there are days when they need to work at their company office building, and also at the other days maybe they need to just work from home. And I would say that these kind of 2 days will be a different day for them. The stress level of them will be different as well. So when they are working at their company building, their corporate building, the stress will be increased higher a bit than usual when they are working at home. This is because maybe the environment will be different as well. The environment when they are working on office are very strict, very professional. They have their other colleagues, they have their supervisors and whatnot. And then when they are at home, maybe their level of stress would be lower than that. They are comfortable with their own zone, their own home, their own comfort zone. They will be comfortable by that. They also can deliver maybe more quality on their works. Of course, they are the workers that are single. They did not have anyone in their house except them, so these will be comfortable, not that loud, for them to complete their task or complete their work in a day, in the given time. So maybe they can deliver their work fast, and maybe the quality would be the quality would be more better than they work at office. So that is my point. So I will pass into Hafizah, and she will talk about the negative effect as well.
So the negative effect that I think that it is the feeling of isolation and lonely for the employee, because it always happens to the individuals who live on their own. There is no interaction with anyone because they live alone, right? It make it harder for them to express or share their thoughts or problem that they feel or their opinions. So yeah, it is so hard for them to express their feelings. In result, they bottle up their problem alone, and it will affect more on their mental health. Right.
Alright. I think those are the most impacts that we could see, both good and bad side of effects that ones will get if especially on their mental health. So I think that's that. So next we'll be sum up our topic for today. So continue on that. We will sum up all of our points for today's discussions, for today's episode. So we will summarizing the dual impact for working remotely as working from home on individuals' mental health first. So I would say that of course there are pros and cons when it comes to working remotely, okay? So some of them may prefer to work at home, but maybe the others prefer to work at the office, as maybe they have their own preferences, or maybe they have their own reasons, their own timeline. So I think we should be considered the two of them to be balanced. How about you?
Yeah, I think that some individuals like to go to their work so that they could interact with their other colleagues, so that there is more interaction to do their work.
Yep, I think maybe as humans as well, we are a human being, and I believe that all of us need to interact with each other. So I think maybe one of the preferences that the individuals want to prefer to go to the office to do their work. Maybe they need to talk to other people. Maybe if they do not go to work at their office, maybe they will be a mental health issues on the individuals.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the employer as well need to be lenient when it comes to their work, right?
Yes, so that the employees could manage their time accordingly. So if the employer give them the
specific work, I think.
Yeah, specific work, so that they could work on it on the time given from the employer.
Maybe because I would believe that maybe if the boss of the organization, if they could be more lenient but not too, maybe the employee could finish their work given efficiently, professionally, based on the time given. I think that's all for our discussion today. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for the audience out there that joining us to for our discussion today. So let's see each other
To the next episode.
To the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.